space full of liminal love, giving too much but not getting enough. Getting enough, getting enough, getting enough, giving too much but not getting enough. Hey, 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 giving too much but not getting enough.
Unimportant love, guess I got it pretty rough. When the TV static reaches out and tells me that's enough. Don't you want to be something great? Don't you want to forget this place and change the station? I'm thinking of a busy line, mixed messages on my mind. I wanna be in harmony, a square wave and a sign.
Alright,
Disassociate, ignore me, I'll always stay behind. I'm harming you or harming me, I'm sorry that I tried. I swear I'm sorry that I tried.
liminal space, it doesn't exist so it can't be erased. Liminal space full of liminal love, giving too much but not getting enough. Getting enough, getting enough, getting enough, giving too much but not getting enough. Hey, 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 giving too much but not getting enough. I'm pleased not to manifest inaudible and faint. Happiness is misty vision, don't miss it in the rain. Fleeting thoughts of love and romance, caught under the starlit expanse. Picnic baskets between clouds. Do we stay in or should we go all out? Liminal love, liminal space, it doesn't exist so it can't be erased. Liminal space full of liminal love, giving too much but not getting enough. Getting enough, getting enough, getting enough, giving too much but not getting enough. Hey, 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 giving too much but not getting enough.
Unimportant love, guess I got it pretty rough. When the TV static reaches out and tells me that's enough. Don't you want to be something great? Don't you want to forget this place and change the station? I'm thinking of a busy line, mixed messages on my mind. I wanna be in harmony, a square wave and a sign.
Alright,
Disassociate, ignore me, I'll always stay behind. I'm harming you or harming me, I'm sorry that I tried. I swear I'm sorry that I tried.
liminal space, it doesn't exist so it can't be erased. Liminal space full of liminal love, giving too much but not getting enough. Getting enough, getting enough, getting enough, giving too much but not getting enough. Hey, 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 hey,
My name is Eggy Drago. I am the cream of the crop. I am the yolk on top. Former VTuber, current human being? God, she's so pretty. Oh my god. It was back in early 2024 when I went to an idol concert in Japan on a whim because of my VTuber Oshi who graduated. Needless to say, I got hooked. I think we like idols. After meeting and talking to 2 English-speaking idols there, I realized every single idol has a story, be it why they chased this dream, their ups and downs, and even their future after all this. And that's what I'm here to do. To learn more about idol culture, listen and talk to idols around the world, be it from Australia to Japan to here in the US, and to give them a platform to tell their story. Every idol has a dream and a story to tell. This is IDOLEYEZ. A member of Ichigo Ro and a prominent member of the Ohio and Midwest scene, Mecchamomo joins the show to talk about their idol journey. All eyes on me. IDOLEYEZ, episode 54. Mecchamomo. Tonight. Takes a little while for it to load. Wow! We're here! Oh my god. Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, I am the cream of the crop. I am the yolk on top. This is Mighty Eggy Drago with IDOLEYEZ, episode 54, with our guest for tonight. They are a second lieutenant in the Kazatarian army. They are a member of Ichigo Ro. They are a Hello Project enthusiast. This is Mecchamomo!
Hello everyone! Welcome. I'm so excited to be here today. I'm gonna be so excited and so hyped.
Well, Mecchamomo, thank you for accepting this invitation to be on the show. You've been recommended by several other Gaiga idols that I know, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I think you're the very first Ohio-based idol that we've had on the show. Second in the Midwest, so yeah, a lot of represent. Ohio is for lovers. Might as well get into the meat and potatoes of the show, where we take you back to the past with our very our very first question that I usually ask the guests. Who or what got you into idol culture or J-pop culture?
So I got into Vocaloid when I was like 8. So like 2008, I was 8 or like 9. I remember just coming upon like, you know, Miku like was still pretty new. She'd only been out for like a year and a half, so I was finding like really bad like covers. I was like, yo, this is everything. So like 8-year-old me would like play like Farmville and like listen to Vocaloid in the background. So but like a year or so, like when I like after being into Vocaloid, I got introduced to Kyuto by my friend, who we'll get into meeting her later. So I was just enamored by, I kind of didn't really understand idols at first. I'm like, so what? They're like cute and they can sing and they can dance. Like, okay. But then after a while, I'm like, yo, wait, this is everything. So I got really enamored with like Hello Project really early on. So a lot of people, I feel like either their pipeline is like Love Live or Vocaloid. Yeah. And I was a Vocaloid. I was one of the Vocaloid ones. So, I mean, I did eventually get into Love Live, but you know, Miku was there for me, and Miku raised me like pretty much. So yeah, Miku as always, but also my friend back in 2010 got me into J-pop idols. So it's been a very long time that I've liked idols. Like I've liked idols that are like for way too long, but forever. I will like them forever.
Yeah, it's over a decade. So
yeah. You're aging me. Oh my gosh.
No, I'm old. I'm ancient compared to like everyone that I've had on the show.
No,
so
well.
But
that makes me feel better. Okay.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. With Kyuto, Like, what were some songs that like really got you into it?
So the first song I think I remember listening to was Okina Ai de Motenashite. And like Masara Blue Jeans. Sorry, every time I say like the song, I have to do like the dance. It's just part of it. And Masara Blue Jeans for sure. I feel like if people know J-pop, they've probably heard of Masara Blue Jeans, even if they didn't know it was Kyuto. So I remember when I got into Kyuto, I believe like Kiss Me Aishiteru just came out. So yeah, wait, yeah. So around that. So Kiss Me Teru, top tier. I'm telling you, top tier.
Gotcha. So you got into Kyoto. Well, Vocaloid into Kyoto.
hmm
What really like in that heyday like really made you go, I want to be an idol? Like, what was the first step into that?
So I always wanted to like my ideal job growing up, ever since I was like two, was I wanted to be a rock star, and I never knew how that was going to actually happen. So once I discovered that people could actually be idols here in America, I'm like, why am I not doing that? Because I've been dancing, I've been in theater for like a long time. I was like, I can do that easy peasy. I mean, it's not easy, but like I was like, I'll do it. I don't even care. I'll do it either way. So I just said one day I was like, I want to be cute and I want to dance and I want to sing, and I made it happen, kind of. I mean, sort of.
I mean, you did. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, you did say like you did theater and like dance.
Mm-hmm.
How much of that really like what was it? Really benefited into like being an idol.
So I started doing theater when I was really young. Like my grandma and I would go to musicals and plays all the time since I was like this big. So I was really enamored by like theater as a whole. So I did a lot of theater up until high school. And when I got into junior year, I actually switched schools and I went to a performing arts school. So I studied theater, music, dance, singing, all that stuff for 2 years. I studied under professional opera singers, professional like piano players, professional choreographers. So it was really, really cool to actually work under professionals. But I had been dancing like to J-pop and K-pop since 2010. So I feel like I was always just studying to be where I am now, you know?
Gotcha. So, do you remember the very first? Okay, split into two different questions. Do you remember the very first dance cover that you uploaded?
Oh God. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I actually the very first dance I uploaded, I believe I was like 11. I did a cover of Kokoro no Tamago by Bono. I was in like listen, this is the whole you have to listen to the fit. So I was in Nightmare Before Christmas PJs. I had like a Street shirt on. It was like 3 a.m. Um my like there was like 6 pixels. It's on YouTube, unfortunately.
Oh, it is
So
okay.
it's on YouTube, unfortunately. I don't know what I was doing. Looking back at it now, I'm like, I don't know who she is, but like somebody needs to tell them to sit down. Cause, but yeah, so Kokoro no Tamago by Bono, and then I also did Kyuto song Tokaiko Junjo, which I would love to redo that dance now because it's a top tier song. I'm gonna say Kyuto a lot in this group, even though they're not my favorite like Hello Project group. So, but yeah, God, that was forever ago. Oh my gosh, I'm too old for this
No,
stuff, man.
don't say you're old.
I can't.
But you got to start somewhere. Be it
hmm
3 a.m. dancing. So
Oh yeah. Yep.
I think like I remember Phoebe said like she did like her very first cover was like on a mic like random microphone when she was like 10. So got to start somewhere.
Aw,
So
absolutely, yeah.
um split so I said like first cover, but do you remember the very first like idol related performance that you did on stage?
So I guess like idol related, I technically made like my like, solo debut in 2019, despite like having performed solo on stage in like K-pop cover groups and stuff like that. So like my first actual solo idol performance was at a little tiny convention called Anna Marathon. It was at a college. I was literally so beyond nervous because I was kind of in like a bad spot in my life at the time, and I didn't really have a lot of time to practice. So I was like, "We ball. I'm just gonna go do it, and we're gonna see how it turns out." It was a lot of fun. I don't really remember it vividly because it's one of those moments where I blacked out and it's just like it didn't happen. So, but yeah, I my like debut like solo performance was like a 30-minute set. I did, gosh, what did I do? I I hardly even remember like what songs I did. I know I did like Tell Your World by Hatsune, or not by Hatsune Miku, by I believe it's Live Tune. I did like Toulouse and Antenna. So like a lot of Otorite classics. I was like, I know those. I can do them on stage. But yeah, that was actually really nerve-wracking because that was my first actual solo performance. But even though I'd been performing most of my life, it's different when you're doing it solo. It's so
Yeah.
much different.
Like, no pun intended, all eyes are really just on you. So
Oh
it's
yeah,
very
literally all of
scary.
them. Even though I couldn't see any of them, I was like, I'm just gonna pretend I can't see anybody.
um, you said you participated in like K-pop cover groups and like did you also do like cosplay idol covers or no?
So actually, I just recently joined my very first cosplay
Ah,
idol group. Their name is Shoujo. We're like a Michigan and Ohio based Love Live cosplay group. I was never really much into cosplay growing up. It's just never something I like vibed with. I think it's just because I was really lazy. Like truth be told, I was like, I don't want to get in a wig. I'm like my head's gonna hurt, and so I just recently in March actually made like my cosplay idol debut as Ruby. So yeah. That was a lot of fun. Like that was my first experience being in like a Love Live cosplay group because you hear like around, I don't know how it is like everywhere else, but like Love Live idol groups don't have like a great name here in Ohio because they're associated with a lot of like drama and like
ooh.
it's yeah. So I was always like, I'm never gonna join a Love Live idol group. And then I did. I'm like, oh, it's not that bad. Like I everyone that I've joined, like everyone that's in my group is all really nice and it was kind of a spur of the moment thing. I saw that they had applications. And I'm like, I'm there. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but sure. I don't know. I've never had a wig on, so we'll see.
So 30 minute set is pretty impressive for your first first thing.
Yeah.
Um like how like what
I have a
why
little bit here. I so
why
when I
30?
was I don't know actually. Like, so I didn't actually ask for 30 minutes. They did this like where like one group had 30 minutes, I had 30 minutes, and it was just like I don't know. It was some guy who actually we're friends now. He really liked idols, so he wanted to host like an idol showcase, and people who applied got like 30-minute sets. So I was already really used to doing like 30-minute sets because like when I was in my K-pop, J-pop dance cover group, I was in every single song sometimes for our performances. So like I was the co-leader of the group. So I was in like everything. So my stamina was like up here. It's like down here now, but like you
Oh,
can't even see it. It's down so low. But I was kind of already prepared to do like a 30-minute showcase on my own because I've already done that kind of thing like a lot prior to that. So
gotcha.
I was supposed to sing before, but I got my nerves were so much. I was like, if I go up there, I'm gonna throw up on everyone, and I don't want to do that. So I'm like, I'm not singing. So 30 minutes of straight dancing, no breaks, no water was a little rough actually, because they wouldn't let us stop our audio. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna like faint. Maybe I didn't, but I blacked out. So God only knows what
Ooh.
happened.
Well, you know, it happens. I think
Yeah. Yep.
like what was it? I think like one guest I had really just wanted to go to the bathroom after their
Oh,
performance and like very nervous. So you know what happens. So
been there. Yeah. Yeah. I know how that is.
so getting into your origin story, and we might as well get into I guess the main one of the main topics in your idol career, which is bittersweet. So
Yay.
you were in a idol duo called
Mhm.
Bittersweet. How did
Mhm.
that get formed?
So, like I said earlier, the person who introduced me to J-pop, Olivia, I could explain how I love telling this story. So, I was 10, she was 11. She had just moved across the street from my grandma, and I hung out at my grandma's house all summer. So, my grandma was like, "You need to go make friends." And I'm like, "I don't want to, grandma. Please don't make me make friends." Because I was very cute to myself. I didn't really have any friends in like school, and I'm not even mad about it. I learned how to be independent and whatever. So, my grandma forced Olivia to come over and talk to me, and somehow we got on the topic. Olivia was like, "Hey, guess what my favorite genre of music is?" And I was like, "I don't fucking know what." She's like, "It starts with a J." I'm like, "I like jazz, like I don't know, like Jamaican." She's like, "It's J-pop," and I was like, "Wait a minute, wait, me too. Like, what the fuck?" Like, so that was. I always say that like Bittersweet started then, even though like technically it didn't. Like Bittersweet, we formed in 2020. Long story short, Olivia and I hadn't been friends for a lot, like I shouldn't say a long time, like a little bit prior to us getting back together to form Bittersweet, due to like nothing between us. It was just outside stuff. So we kind of reunited like right before COVID started, and we were like, you know what, we should just finally just put a name on it, like us as a duo, and let's just do it and let's see how it goes. So yeah, we formed because like I said, I bittersweet always has been a thing, kind of. It has always been a thing, and it'll forever be like, despite like us being on an indefinite hiatus, it's always gonna be like bittersweet, regardless of that, you know?
Right. Well, it's chance situation that both of you like J-pop and like
No, like genuinely, like I would have never imagined. Like that's why I love telling that story because what are the actual odds? Because like she was so excited that I was like, oh, I like J-pop because I like Vocaloid. She snuck me into her house while her parents weren't home. Because like we were like 10 and 11, like I'm not gonna kill her, you know. I mean, maybe not that, but um she brought me to her computer. She literally forced me to sit down. She's like, you're watching this, and it was a cute though music video. She's like, aren't they so cool, aren't they so cute, I love them so much. And I'm like, girl, you're fucking crazy, first of all, and second of all, I was like, actually, you're driving a good point here. I think I'm sold on all this J-pop stuff. So yeah, we just bonded since then, and she's the crazy to like my not crazy, so I feel like it really evened us out. And I feel like Bittersweet, the name itself, was made on the foundation that we grew up together. So like it's bittersweet that like our group is based on like the nostalgia of us being friends from kids to us being like adults because we've been friends for 16, 17 years now. So it's bittersweet growing up together, but it's like nice to see the nostalgia like as we go, you know?
gotcha. I mean, I I don't think I've had like childhood friends like on IDOLEYEZ that formed a group. So it's very unique.
Ah, yay. Yeah.
So
Yeah, we got very lucky. Like I always say like Olivia and I were very lucky to meet each other because like we didn't go to the same school or anything. So she was like my only friend really until I was like 14 and 15 until I actually started to be my own human being. So like we were each other's lifelines for like a long time. So we both our special interest was Hello Project together, and like we knew nobody besides us knew what Hello Project was. So we were like, we are those bitches that know everything about Hello Project.
so when you started Bittersweet with Olivia, like what was your goal being in the group?
I guess it was mostly just to perform the songs that we always learned as kids. So like back before we had like stable internet all the time, Olivia and I would burn like dances onto like DVDs, and we would learn them like on my TV at like 2 a.m. So a lot of the dances that we did in our time as Bittersweet were dances that we learned as kids. So our group like goal was to just perform songs that, you know, felt nostalgic to us and stuff that we liked together. So a majority of the songs that we ended up doing were just songs that we were like, oh my God, I always want to do this song. Remember when we learned this? I wonder if we still remember it. And we would just, we usually did.
So just learn dances on burnt DVDs,
Yep.
and then I guess like we can I guess flash forward into I guess 2020. So that was
Mhm.
when Bittersweet was really bittersweet, right?
Yeah, yeah, yep.
Okay. So what was the very first like cover you uploaded as Bittersweet?
I believe our very first cover that we posted, not to like bring this song out from the trenches again, but as a Hella Project like veteran, you can't lose the song. I believe it was Gachiko de Iko by Bono, and yeah, we did a lot of Bono songs because that was kind of our thing. So we filmed like this little like it was like a 480 like because we had our like settings wrong in our camera. So it was like a little 480 like resolution video of us at the park just like making our own little music video together. I believe it's still up on our channel also, But yeah, that was our first, like, we just had like a little tiny thing. It was just us. We're like, let's just set it down somewhere and like see what happens. So that was fun.
Gotcha. So did that, some covers. Um, yeah. So like you started, well, technically, way in the past, but like Bittersweet became Bittersweet in 2020 before the pandemic,
Mhm.
and then the pandemic happened. What did you
Yeah.
guys like do in the meantime?
So around this time is when we were kind of not becoming friends again, but like we were becoming reacquainted because we hadn't like been able, long story short, we weren't able to talk to each other for a long period of time. That's a whole story on its own. And so we were kind of using that time to like figure out like us again. But like Olivia and I are like those kind of friends where you could be away for like 2 years, you get together and you're like, hey bitch, what's up? Like and, like nothing changes. So 2020, we used that time to we did like I believe two online showcases. So those were our first like actual like performances. So we filmed a couple music videos for one and then I think two for another one. So we kept ourselves busy. Like we tried to film a lot of videos and a lot of covers and stuff. And at this time, we were both also in another group together, and we filmed like some dances through that. But it was a lot, mostly just us like hanging out, like being like, finally, we're adults and we can like drink alcohol together. So we like just fucked around for like a while we were finding our footing and waiting for COVID to go away.
So COVID, well, lockdown gets lifted, and then cons start to open, and then more idol showcases start to happen. Do you remember like the very first like idol showcase that Bittersweet performed in?
I do actually. So our very first like in-person performance together was actually our own showcase, or I shouldn't say showcase. It was a performance panel. So we were like, I wonder if we just applied for this like hour-long performance if we would get it. Not thinking we would actually get it. We got the panel. So we hosted like an hour-long panel that was just like us dancing, and we had someone else like come up and do like an intermission song. But yeah, we danced for like an hour straight. That was a lot of fun. We had a lot of practice, so I feel like it ended up pretty good. So I think after that, we started doing the Happy Harmony showcases that Ichigo Ro ran, and those were probably like the most fun like moments of like our career because it was just so nice to like finally be around like other idols again that who have been missing out on all this stuff. So yeah, like Happy Harmony, and then also our first panel together, which was I don't think there's any videos of that, unfortunately. I wish there was though.
Does it's lost media?
Yeah, it
Oh
pretty much is.
man, that stinks. That's
I
like,
know.
you know.
There might be like I might have like some parts like snippets because maybe like on our Instagram or something, but like the full video I don't have anymore.
Gotcha. Um, with Bittersweet, what song like you did talk about like learning dances like Yuto and like Hello Project type
Hmm.
stuff. Like what songs did you usually perform with Bittersweet?
So since Olivia and I are both Hello Project fiends, we did a lot of Hello Project. I believe we did a lot of Bono because that was like kind of our thing for like a long time. Because my Kami Oshi's in Bono, so I was like, we have to do Bono, and I have to be her, or I will shank someone. I will be very upset. So we did some cute those songs. We did Lamb by Gardadelia quite a few times. That was always a staple. Like we were like, I don't know what to do. I guess we can do Lamb, sure. And we would just bring it out. We did a Smilage song, which they're also in Hella Project. We did a Kyuto song a lot. Masara Blue Jeans, like that song. A lot of pelvic thrusting if you're if you're into that, I guess. But um mostly Hella Project songs. Towards like the end, we tried to do like other stuff. So I don't know if you've seen the oh God, what the I don't even remember what the anime is called. Hyaden, he did what what anime is that? I didn't even watch it. I just know like dang it. Nichijo.
Oh,
Nichijo.
yeah.
Yeah, I believe Hyaden did like the first and second openings. So we were like, we like those. Like that was the weird, like probably the weirdest thing we ever did besides like Vocaloid songs. So mostly like the majority of our stuff we did was Hello Project. So like I'd say like 80% Hello Project, 5% Vocaloid, and like 5% whatever the hell we were like, sure, why not? I guess. So whatever we just felt like doing that month, I guess.
Gotcha. Um, I might as well just like get into it. So like these were
Mhm.
mostly dance covers, correct? Like
Yeah. Yes.
with Bittersweet, did you do any vocal performances or no?
So at our very, very last performance at our graduation, weirdest thing was vocal is weird. No, no, vocal it's not weird. Just I mean just a little bit. But yeah, I mean it lovingly, I swear. But our very last performance at a graduation concert, we were like, okay, if we don't sing now, clearly we're never gonna do it because we had been so nervous. Like growing up with Olivia, we always had our own little concerts in like my bedroom where we would turn all the lights off, and I had a strobe light, and I would make like hour long like concerts with like instrumentals and like transitions and like all this fancy stuff, and we would sing in our bedrooms for years. But like as soon as we were like thought about doing it seriously, we were like, I don't know if we can do that. Like Olivia's like, if I go up there, I'm going to piss myself. So at our last concert, we actually finally sang a song together by Kyuto, of course. And she also sang Seiken Hikao. I don't know if I said that correctly, but I'm from Across Frontier, and I sang Utada Hikaru's song Apple and Cinnamon. And uh, I really enjoyed singing with her. I think like once we did it, we were like, oh my God, that wasn't so bad. Like what are we talking about? Because I had sang previously on my own solo, but that was her first time singing. Thank you. Yeah. Interstellar Flight. I know that's like the translated phrase because she's always been a Macross Frontier girly. So so yeah, we finally sang together at our last concert, and I think it turned out pretty well. There is like a video of it on the Bittersweet channel, but I get like secondhand like scared to watch it. I'm like, I can't look at it. It's so scary. Um, but yeah, so we sang a song called Campus Life by Kyuto, and I remember like practicing before it. We were so scared. She was like, "Don't look at me," and I was like, "Okay, don't look at me." We turned around the other like away from each other, and we sang. And she turned around. She's like, that wasn't that bad. I'm like, yeah, what we've been waiting like 15 years to do that. What took us so long?
Yeah, I was like going through the Bittersweet, like the final Umatopia, and then
Mm.
going through your performances. I liked Apple and Cinnamon. That was a great
Oh,
performance.
thank you. Thank you.
And
I
Space, right? Yeah, it was
Yeah,
Space.
yeah,
Yeah,
in
yeah.
space. Yeah. That was honestly like I said before, I used to do like hour-long performances without like sweating. I don't know what's wrong with me, but for like most of my life I didn't sweat. So like once I hit adulthood and my like brain fully developed, I started to sweat and that really pissed me off. So so like like during our graduation concert, we had the showcase first, like the Umatopia showcase was the first part of it, and then we did a graduation performance after with like no breaks. So it was like 10 songs with like no breaks. I thought I was going to like pass out, but like I didn't, so we're great. We're good. But yeah, it was really fun to finally be able to like to do that with her. So yeah,
Mm.
I love singing. It's just it gets really nerve-wracking to sing on stage sometimes, even though it's not as like hard now. I think that I'm more comfortable singing in Ichigo Ro for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's because like Olivia and I are so close that I'm like it's kind of scary to do it in front of your best friend in a way for some reason. I can't explain it.
Mm. Yeah, I remember like the footage that you sent me. I
Mm,
think yeah, you did like a vocal performance with Ichigo Ro,
hmm.
and then it was
Yeah.
dance cover after. So yeah,
Hmm.
that was neat.
Yeah, that was our most recent performance. I was very, very like normally I get like nervous for performances, but that one I wasn't nervous at all. I'm like, I say that as like we weren't like literally freaking out before, but like I wasn't that nervous, just like a little bit. But it was I feel very blessed to be able to sing with Ichiguro. Like they're very awesome. I know we'll talk about that more later, but like I love them. So yeah.
Mm. Uh, going in a broader scope, we talked about Bittersweet, but in general, what is the Kai Guy idol scene like in Ohio or in the Midwest in general? Like,
So Ohio's idol community, I don't know how to explain it. Like I'd say that in a sense we are a bit behind, like compared to the West Coast and the East Coast. Like we don't have a lot of like original idols here. I believe like there's Ichigo Ro, there's a soloist called Lee, Astro Melody. I believe like we don't have a lot of like original idols. We're very cosplay idol oriented, which is nothing wrong with that whatsoever. I love my cosplay idols so dearly. Um, But I feel like we also have very like no Oda, like no Oda, absolute like it's not a thing here, unfortunately. So Ichiguro is trying to like bring the Oda like influence here if we can. So people just like to scream here. We don't have like fan chants or anything happening. It's a pretty diverse community despite being not a lot of like original like idols. As for the Midwest, there's a lot of us. Yeah, more Otage. Domo knows what's exactly. So we need more. We absolutely need more. I hope that one day we can like host like an event to show people how to like do it or like how to get comfortable with it. But the Midwest idol scene is I say this with a lot of love. It's lacking in big events, Like we don't have a lot of like showcases besides like Doki Rid now. I mean, Happy Harmony and Yumetopia is not really a thing anymore. But there is this really awesome group of people called Ohio Idol Collective who runs a lot of like showcases at events near me. Obviously they're only like Ohio, but they welcome anyone. Like people come from like Michigan, West Virginia and stuff and perform here with us, and they run it all. They're really great. They're awesome people. But I just wish that our idol community was more less Love Live and Project Sekai, because I love them. I do. I love Love Live and I love Project Sekai, but I would love to see more like Chika idol group representation. I genuinely feel like Ichigo Ro is like the only one that like does Chika idols here, or like more J-pop and like less Love Live and Vocaloid, which like I said, I love them. I love
Yeah.
them to death, but like where's my Chika idols? Like please, we need some representation.
um, it feels like the Ohio scene or like the Midwest scene is very parallel to the Florida scene. Florida scene, it's a
It
lot
is.
of Love Live cosplay idols, which are cool, but like
Mm-hmm.
you know, the, you know,
Project Sekai is very big here. And like I like Project Sekai, but it's very big here. Like we have a new like Love Live or Project Sekai cosplay group like every other week. And there's nothing wrong with that. I love to see it, but like it gets to a point where I'm like, give me more, please.
and then you also talked about like more Wotoge or like more call and mix. So like I,
Hmm.
f- I feel like yeah, Ashes does the call and mix panels. I think Felix and Bird did a
Hmm.
few call and mix panels in the West Coast. So there should be a good opportunity to like bring that into the Midwest,
Actually,
right?
I have a funny story about this actually. So, Final Umetopia, we brought Pond Ranger over to perform, and like Pond Ranger's friend was like calling and mixing really loudly, and everyone was like, what the
What is that?
fuck is that? They're like, what are they doing? And I'm like, take notes, motherfuckers, take them, please. So I loved that so much. It was nice to see that finally. So Pond needs to like give us some of that, like save some for us.
But yeah, it like I'd say like watching or like hearing call and mix or looking at Wotoge is very whoa, like for a
Oh
first
yeah,
timer for sure.
whoa to gay. Yeah. Whoa. It could
uh
be. I feel like it definitely is a little scary if you don't know what they're screaming about.
yeah, I think yeah, the very first time I was in Japan, like I didn't know like they were chanting like why are they chanting
You're
and
like,
like
what is this?
yeah. um Going back into bittersweet, we're going all over the
Mhm.
place, but
Sorry.
no, that's on me because like I was very curious about like the Midwest and Ohio scene.
Mm.
um so 2020 to 2025, in that gigantic span of time, like how many
Mhm.
performances or like showcases or stuff things did you like participate in as a group?
I think I counted before. I think it was 11. Like we did 11 performances. But the best one that we literally never got footage of because it was just such an odd like event, we performed at a Pride festival near us. So that was a lot of fun. We got on stage like, and I love Pride. I love drag queens. I love drag kings. So it was literally us between like a bunch of like drag performers. So like everyone was so confused. They were handing us dollars and I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to do with this, but thank you. It was a lot of fun though. But yeah, I believe 11 performances in our span. I feel like we would have done a lot more, but we just didn't have a lot of time. We're both adults trying to like figure out our lives. So Bittersweet came to us at an odd time, I suppose. It's when we were just, I mean, I got out of like a really bad situation and she was figuring her stuff out. So we did stuff as we could, but we could have easily performed like triple that and been like, okay.
Ooh, Sea Lion with a question. My favorite community member. Does the Midwest scene have much in the way of fan bases for individual groups, or is it more like people supporting the scene as a whole?
I think it's mostly people supporting like the scene as a whole. I mean, we are a pretty close community of people, so everyone supports everybody. I feel like there are fans of specific people, but like everyone here, you're just everyone's fan. Like at showcases, everyone will get screamed for the same amount as like everybody else. So I would love to see more people be like fans of specific groups and whatnot. Like for example, I'm a giant Phantasmagoria fan. They're from West Virginia. They're the bee's knees. I love them so much. They're like the only West Virginia idols that I know of. But um, yeah, so pretty much here you just like everybody, unless you hate someone, then you don't like them. But like you like everybody, I guess. But there is quite a lot of drama, unfortunately, in the Ohio community, which I've luckily like stayed away from that. But it's kind of scary because it happens a lot. So you either love everyone or you like hate everyone, unfortunately.
Well, good that you just, you know, stuck away from
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah. I'm a drama free person. I try to like I keep to myself. Like I'm a very quiet person. Like I don't try to like engage too much at showcases. At showcases I'm just like in the corner of the room like, okay, where do I go?
You talked about the Pride performance. That was like when you described it, it sounded fun.
It was very
Um,
fun. Yes.
on the other side of the spectrum, what would you consider like the toughest performance as Bittersweet?
Oh gosh. Honestly, I'm gonna say like our graduation concert because like I said, we did like 10 songs in a row and there was a lot of intensive dancing. Like for most part of it, we changed outfits 3 times. We did like collabs with people. So there was a lot of like practice and build up to this specific event. I wish I would have sent you like pictures of it, but like we had like a photo booth set up, we had like a merch table, we had like a table in the back that had like I made bingo cards, I made pins. I had like a scrapbook where people could like sign stuff and like draw pictures in it. I had raffles, like there was a lot going on. And I was pretty much like, besides like my lovely like friends from Kaleido Dream who helped me like set everything up and tear down, I did a lot of the setup like by myself, because like Olivia really wasn't able to help me. So it's like nothing that I like blame her for whatsoever. So that was probably the hardest on me as a person because there was a lot to do, like a lot. So put aside like the dancing and the singing and the performing, like the actual editing, the setup and the preparation was like very stressful, like very, very stressful. But I think it turned out good. We had like 30 performers in the showcase. So I think I did good, hopefully.
Yeah, I watched through like most of Umatopia and then mainly
Mm,
focused on Bittersweet, and like it was a good
mm.
event. So
Yay, I'm glad. Yay.
um so 2020 to 2025 might as well get into, I guess we talked about like the final Umatopia and then it's also
Hmm.
Bittersweet's graduation.
Mm,
So like February, March ish, you guys announced an indefinite hiatus.
mm.
What was the reasoning for that?
So, like I said, Olivia and I have been friends for a very, very long time. I love her dearly. But I feel like sometimes when you're in a close environment with someone that you love so dearly and you try to make like mix business with like personal stuff, I felt like we were kind of losing our personal friendship and it more felt like we were only hanging out to practice as bittersweet. We were only talking about bittersweet. And I got to a point where I was like, I would love to like be your friend first. I know that like people should like you should be able to be friends and like dance partners at the same time, but because she was going through a lot in her life and I was still like transitioning into like my whatever was going on in my life before to now, um it was just kind of hard for us to be on the same page about a lot of stuff. It kind of ended up me being like I love Olivia if she's watching this, I'm sorry. It ended up being like mostly me doing everything, and like because she wasn't able to, she didn't have a computer. She was going through a lot in her life, so I didn't want to really. I wanted her to like be like do better. So I thought maybe if we could focus on us as people and not us as a group, we could eventually like because like I said, it's only an indefinite hiatus. That doesn't mean we're like done,
Yeah.
but I want us to focus on like other projects and she talked about wanting to do solo work, so I'm like, okay, what if we took a break for a while, we figured ourselves out, we worked on our stuff, we try out other projects, you know, we both joined this Love Live group together actually. So she is currently our Daya and I'm a Ruby. So it kind of ended up being kind of funny. Yeah, exactly. I wanted to be friends and not coworkers. And because it was just us in the duo, we didn't have like a manager. I was doing all the editing, social media stuff, like all the prep. It got like really hard on me and it was kind of affecting I feel like it was affecting our vision as bittersweet. And I said, well, we can't really be a group of like friends if we're like struggling to like, I don't know, build a proper equal foundation in the group. So I said, let's take a break. I love you, honey, I do, but let's, because we're both also in Kaleido Dream together. So we have projects that we're both in together also. But it was just more so, I don't want to be your coworker. I want to be your friend. And that's kind of what it felt like at the time. So I'm like, let's take a break and work on ourselves pretty much. So
So with that, I think before that was like the bittersweet graduation.
mm.
Was that concert everything you wanted?
Yeah, honestly, I was really happy and like excited that we were able to put so much stuff together, like with the photo booth. Like I had so many ideas. So I was like, all of these ideas are happening. I don't care how much work I have to do. I lost a lot of sleep making all this stuff happen. But I was very happy with it, you know. I almost wish that we would have done our graduation performance like first instead of like after, because after the showcase, a lot of people were like, "Well, I'm out of here," and I'm like, "No, stay." So I I just wish that like more people like stayed because I'm like, come on, guys, we're awesome. You know you want to. But also it was a lot of fun. We finally got to sing together. We got to do a lot of our favorite dances together. I got to put I was the one that pushed her to do a solo singing. I'm like, you're doing it whether you like it or not, and I don't care what you have to say about it. She ended up really enjoying it, so I'm glad I like forced her to do it. That's what a lot of bittersweet was like. Her forcing me to do something, or I was like, "You're doing it. I don't care. Get on that stage right now," like kind of thing. So yeah, I feel like our graduation performance was everything that I wanted it to be. I wish we could have got like original outfits done, but I feel like that would have been redundant if we did that for our last performance. But yeah, we put together as what we could, and I had a good time regardless. So
With bittersweet now over. Well,
mm.
technically, if indefinite
It's
hiatus, we'll come back
yeah,
whenever. But
yeah,
like, yeah.
yeah.
What are some favorite memories that you've had within the group? Pride Parade,
Hmm.
and then was there like anything else that like stands out?
Oh, that's a great question because like I have so many memories with Olivia. Sometimes it's hard to know like if it was a bittersweet thing or if it was just like us as people. So Pride was definitely one of them. We also filmed like an anniversary video like right before we announced our hiatus. And that was a lot of fun. Despite it being like 100 degrees outside, we danced for like an hour straight, but it
Ooh,
was fun. Like all of my favorite memories with Olivia are is when we are like dancing together because we're the kind of people that like I said before, we could be gone from each other for a while and come back and we're just like it's like we never left. But we do that with dancing too. Like her and I have a lot of chemistry in our dance styles as well. So it makes it like oh man, it's so hard to think of memories because we have so much stuff. And like her and I still go to conventions together, so like we're still making memories and whatnot. But I'm gonna probably say our first performance was pretty awesome as well. Like our first like panel that we hosted, because it was like a really small con, and that ended up being the very last time that con ever got hosted. So we were like, we ruined that con. We shut that con down.
um,
We were so good. We
so good
put
that
them out of business.
it burnt the house down.
Yeah.
um, quick detour. T-Line with a question. Are there any songs you used to train audiences in fan chants and call and response? Well, you could probably do that in Ichigo Ro now. But
So like I don't really do much. Like I don't have a call and response, even though I was thinking last night. I was like, what could I do? What could I do for my call and response? So I don't really do anything that on my own because we don't really. I don't think anybody in the Ohio community has a call and response. Like genuinely, I don't think anybody has done that yet. But Ichigo Ro, like we just had a performance actually. The beginning of June or end of May, beginning of June. And like our beginning song, we had like some audience, like we were like, okay, when we say this, you say that. And they were like, we said that, they said that. So um I don't really know if I'm the best person to give like recommendations for that type of thing because we just don't really do that here, unfortunately. So I would love to like answer that question, but I don't know. I have no idea.
could happen in the future. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
Uh, talked about bittersweet. Might as well segue into something that you had a lot of participation in, which was Umatopia. What
Yay!
was Umatopia?
So Yumitopia was kind of this vision I had. I do this thing where I'm like, the J-pop gods have ascended upon me, and they gave me a happen with a lot of stuff. So the J-pop gods came upon me one night, and they were like, "You have this idea for a showcase because we don't really have, like I said, we didn't really have a lot of like idol events really besides Happy Harmony." And I didn't want to like step on Happy Harmony's feet at the time, so I was like, let's just do our own thing. We'll try to do it a little bit differently, but we're only going to do conventions that they don't do, so we don't like, you don't want to step on anyone's toes. So I was like, what if we just did a showcase and just see how it goes? Like I personally love hosting like events. I've hosted showcases before when I was like in my K-pop dance cover group. Like I was the co-leader, so I did a lot of the announcing, like I did a lot of the putting stuff together. So I already had a lot of experience doing that kind of thing. So I was like, I mean, I have the experience, I have the technology, I have the power in my brain to like make a showcase happen. So we were like, we're just gonna do it. And with the help of like a couple of my Kaleido Dream friends, we made it happen. So we were very lucky to host our very Umatopia, I believe, in 2024. Just like there was four Umatopias. So our first one, I believe, 2024. No wait, 2023. I don't know dates, man. I'm really bad with numbers. So
Like, I checked the IG. I think the very first post was like in March 2024.
okay, that sounds right.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
You know the dates better than me. Okay, I was right. I was 24. Okay. So we did a lot of yeah, 2024. I'm so sorry. I have scatterbrained all the hell.
I am
So,
too, so it's fine.
um we just said let's do a showcase, let's see how it goes, and it ended up being like a lot of fun. I mean, we didn't have like a lot of people in like that applied for it because it was like the first time doing it, but we made a lot of friends that like by doing that. But there was a lot of people in that audience despite there not being like a lot going on stage. I mean, Bittersweet did a couple songs, Olivia and I both did a solo. We had a couple people make their debut. That's something that I love to do at showcases is host like debuts because we have a lot of fresh faces in Ohio all the time. Like there's always new people performing. So I always like to give like people who have never performed like their debut stage. So that was something that I really wanted to do with Umatopia was build a place where people could just be on stage regardless of their history because I mean, you never know what someone's going to be like until you see them for the first time. So we've hosted like a lot of debuts, like a lot. I feel like in the double digits actually, and I'm very proud of that. Like I love spreading the Ohio idol culture like a virus.
So, Umatopia was live in person and also online, correct?
Yes, yes.
What were some like pros and cons about each version?
So I guess pros and cons of the in-person one. The pros were, like audience interaction. I like to yap when I am handed the microphone, I am dangerous. I will yap and I will say really stupid shit. So that's something fun that I can like interact with the audience and I can scream at them and they can scream at me, and that's always really fun. The cons are like you're sweaty. It's hot as hell in those rooms. Technical difficulties always arise. I mean, the first Umatopia, the audio was like up all the way, but it was so quiet that you could like hear every little like pitter patter on the stage. And my solo song that I did was like a lot of like moving around and jumping. So just like picture like volume at like 20% and you just hear like breathing and like jumping around on stage. So that was the con of like our first one, is that the audio was like messed up until like halfway in. The staff finally showed up and they were like, "Do you need audio assistance?" I'm like, "Yeah, I fucking do." But yes, actually I do. But with online Umatopia, I really enjoyed doing that, and it really opened the windows up for like more online showcases, which I am hosting another one next month actually online. Um, the pros of that is that everything's like done, set up, like you don't have to worry. All you gotta do is MC, and some people don't even MC like live on online showcases, which nothing wrong with that. I don't mind it, whatever. But the cons is like you run into like if you have like internet problems. Like I live in Ohio, I am around cornfields. So like sometimes my internet is like, it's cornfield internet. It only gets so good around here sometimes. So sometimes that can be a really big con because thank God my internet's working fine today, but let me tell you, that sometimes it doesn't want to act right. So that's a con of the online showcase, but I didn't have any problems at all actually with my connection. So I really don't know if there was any like cons to the live one, except for like you don't really have a lot of like you can't see like the audience cheering for you, but like you have the chat and that's still fun. But like I love seeing people scream. I love it. I love the pen lights, and that's the best part of like of like idol showcases sometimes. So you have your ifs, ands, or buts about stuff, but it's fun either way.
Umatopia ended a few months back, which coincided with the bittersweet graduation.
Yes.
With that being over, what became? Is there like anything that like, well, took over or replaced that type of event?
So it's actually kind of silly. So like Happy Harmony ran by Ichigo Ro and Umatopia both kind of ended at like the same time. So I was really scared that there was going to be a really big divide in like shows here. But when I joined Ichigo Ro, which we'll talk about later, we decided we're going to keep hosting showcases. So we came up with a new name, and we've already hosted. I believe we just hosted the one so far. So we've only had one so far, but it was a lot of fun. It was at like a really small one, like the first year convention. So it was a small like little gathering, but it was a lot of fun. Absolutely. So hopefully we can do more showcases in the future. And like actually we're doing like a really big one, even though it's like not public yet. We're doing a really big one in August. But
Ooh.
like yeah, so I'm very excited for that. I just can't talk about it too much,
Idolize exclusive.
Exclusive.
Umatopia down. Might as well. You said we were talking about Ichigo Ro later. We're gonna talk about Ichigo Ro
I
now.
manifested it.
Whoa. So after Bittersweet, you joined Ichigo Ro, which was originally, from what I could tell, also an idol duo.
Yes.
Turned
Yes.
group. Any reasons why you wanted to join?
So Ichiguro and I actually like Bittersweet and Ichiguro started like I swear to God we started the same month like as a group. So we both popped up in like 2020, and we had all like I was like I wouldn't say like good friends with Ichiguro, but we were both in the community and we knew of each other. We would chat. I would be in their showcases and stuff, and I actually had literally no idea that they were gonna reach out to me and ask me to join. So they actually like messaged me. I believe we had like just announced like the bittersweet graduation. They were like, "We know this is really bad timing, but like, would you like be interested?" And I was like, "Yes, yes, 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 absolutely." So I literally wasted no time. I'm like Ichiguro. I even though I'm in the group now, I'm like they, but I'm like I'm in the group now. So it's really weird sometimes because I genuinely have looked up to them so much. Like they are the pinnacle of the Ohio Idol community, in my opinion. They're awesome. I love them so much, and I could go on and on about them. So I was very, very happy when they asked me because I was not expecting them to like ever not be a duo. That's just something that they had been doing for like 5 years as a duo. So they said that they asked me, and then like one of their friends who I knew of, because they were also in like the K-pop dance community here as well. So yeah, it just kind of happened one day. I'm pretty sure I was just sitting at my desk and I looked down at my phone and I saw the notification. I like put my phone down. I was like, oh God, I was like, oh God, me? What? But yeah, I was very excited, but like taken aback because I thought that they were like the bee's knees. I mean, they are the bee's knees, but you know, I was just I was flabbergasted to say the least.
Being a newer member in the group, I
Mm.
mean, like, what is it like joining an already existing like thing? Like,
I
does it like change up the chemistry or?
A lot, absolutely. Like I knew of Ichigo, like we had been close friends for a while, and like I knew like their dynamic, and so I thought it was gonna be weird because I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go into this group and like not really know them that well and just gonna have to like pray that it goes well. But like as soon as we got to our first like group meeting, I don't know, it felt like right already, even though this was like the first time I was meeting our other new member. I just there's something that clicked about all of us, in my opinion. I don't know if they feel the way, but I do. I felt like we had a chemistry together, and we're all weird. We are weird. I mean, who's not a little bit weird? Come on, like we're a little weird. So I feel like we can all bounce off of each other pretty well, and like Emmy and I was really like our first time like conversing. So I was like not sure like what I could say around her. I'm like, I don't know how weird I can be. But then she was instantly weird. I'm like, oh God. I was like, good. I'm great. And I mean weird in a very loving, but I was nervous at first because I wasn't sure how it would go. But I'm very happy with how it is right now. And they're very welcoming and they're very, we're all one third, not just one person that makes decisions. Like they're very open to like us taking and like feedback and suggestions and stuff like that. So it's been really nice to not have to like do everything. Also, like I said, I love Bittersweet, but it's been really nice to like kind of not be like the leader, I suppose.
At least, yeah, at least the workload is
Mm,
manageable. So,
absolutely, yeah. We can actually pass things on and like take turns doing stuff, and that's really nice.
uh, now in Ichiro Go, what are your goals now that you wanted to do in this group?
So we have a lot of plans for 2026 that I'm also not allowed to talk about because like there's like stuff I legally can't talk about. But we're also we're planning to like potentially do like another single. Like it'll be my first single with Ichigo Ro, but that's something that we're working on now is to like our next single. But my goal is to perform like a ton with them, like a lot. I want to be like dead after performing with them for so long. I believe next year we're gonna do a lot of like traveling. So we're gonna do like some out of Ohio conventions, which I have been itching to like. I mean, I performed at conventions outside of Ohio before, but I have been itching to like get out of Ohio. Like we have a lot of college conventions, like a lot of some really tiny conventions. So we are preparing to do a very big convention next year, which I'm very excited about, and it's out of state. So, so that I'm very, very, very excited for.
Uh, you talked about wanting to perform a lot. Might as well go on to the first step, and I guess talk about like what was your very first performance like with Ichiro Go? Where was it and how was it?
So actually very funny. So our debut with Ichiguro was at the same convention, the same room I made my solo debut in at this convention called Anna Marathon. And that was weird on its own because I was like I have trauma associated with this room. But we actually performed in the outfits that I have on right now.
Ooh.
Yeah, so excited. I remember Maya makes all of our outfits. She's very, very talented. So we performed Mogito Love de Seiken Chu by Muse because it's like a bob and it's a classic. So that was our first time performing together. I was like deathly nervous uh, for no reason. Like because I knew it was gonna go well. We're all great dancers. We had practiced a lot. We knew it pretty well. So like once we got on stage, I was like, oh God, like that's when it set it in like set in. I'm like, I am in Ichigo Ro right now. Like this is like weird, but like in a good way. Always a good way, weird. But yeah, I also performed solo that same performance. Like right after we did a group performance, I sang as well, like solo. So it was a good day. I was nervous but so happy to be a part of Ichigo Ro. Like literally over the moon. So happy.
Being now in a group with more than two people,
Mhm.
I guess that unlocks like the the amount of songs that you could actually perform. What
Oh
are
yeah.
like some dream songs that you want to perform with Ichiro Go? Oh, yeah.
Um, you're okay. So I really wanted to do Milky Way. They're a subunit from Hella Project. They do songs for Kirarin Revolution, if you've ever heard of that anime.
I think I have. Yeah.
So they use like little tambourines, like star tambourines, and I'm like, if I don't end up on that stage with a fucking star tambourine, I will be upset. So I was like, I want to do that someday, but we have a lot of songs on our current set list that we're learning for a convention in August. So we're all doing like solos and we have some like group songs picked out. You know, I feel like Ichigo Ro, all of us have different musical tastes. So like Emmy and I are both really big like Vocaloid fans. Maya and I are both really big like Chica Idol fans. Like we all like dip our toes into many different little buckets, whatever you dip toes into, I don't know. And so I'm hoping that we can do some Hella Project stuff together as well because I love making people Hella Project fans so very, very much. So yeah, I believe like our performance we did a song by Cyber, which Cyber with an 8. That was a lot of fun. We also did a Vocaloid song. So we try to like have a good mix of everything that people would know. But like our biggest goal is to like sing and also bring like Chica Idol into the scene here because like people just don't know. They don't know. They need to get educated.
I do appreciate like with Bittersweet and like and with Ichiro Go like actually covering or performing songs that people wouldn't know, or like
Hmm.
bringing that to like a community that doesn't, that's
Oh
very
yeah,
unknown to them.
that's always been kind of my really big goal as an idol. I'm like, I am going to make these people realize that there is more than Love Live. Like there is more than Love Live, and I will force it down their throats. I don't care. I will. Either way, and they're gonna be happy with it. But I feel like I we've done a great job of like solo stuff and as well as Ichiguro. We've done a good job of like pushing out songs that people don't really know. So like sometimes they're like scared to cheer because they're like, I don't know this song, and I'm like, I don't care. Put them damn light sticks up. You will pretend you know this song. So a lot of people were like, hey, what song was that? I really liked that, and I'm like, yes, finally, someone asked.
Someone saw the light.
Yes, good. Walk towards it, please.
um we talked about future goals with Ichiro Go. uh
Mm.
do, 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 do. uh I don't know what else to talk about. I mean, Ichiro Go, it's very you joined very
Mm.
recently.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm very much. Oh, I just want like you talked about like original songs. Hopefully that
Mm-hmm.
happens in the future, and
Oh, it will.
I actually do love original stuff. Um,
Yeah, it's the best. Absolutely.
what else? Oh, you also talked about like rarely singing in Bittersweet, but now in
Mm-hmm.
Ichigo Ro. I keep saying
Mm-hmm.
Ichiro
You're
Go,
okay.
but like yeah, Ichigo Ro.
It's you got it all the parts there.
Yeah.
It's all right.
With Ichigo Ro, you did perform uh, one vocal cover, and then also
Mm-hmm.
one dance cover.
Mm-hmm.
Will you do more? Will there be more like vocal stuff?
Oh yes, yes, absolutely. So the song that we performed at Colossal Con, which is the con that we just did, we also performed another time. The video's just not up yet because like we just haven't got there, unfortunately. So we have sang like a few times already, but we plan to be a very vocal focused group. Like despite like we love dancing and stuff, we're going to be doing a lot of vocal stuff, which I'm very, very excited for. So we will for sure be doing original music, and we will for sure be singing a shit ton next year. Absolutely. And this year. We have a lot of stuff planned, honestly. So I'm very excited for it. I wish I could talk about it, but I can't. So we will be doing a lot of original stuff and a lot of singing.
I guess going into future in retrospect, like doing research and like watching your, I think year in review slash 2025 goals. One of your
Oh.
goals was to like, I guess, improve on singing.
Mhm.
So you talked about like Ichigo Ro like doing more vocal performance. So that will
Mhm.
definitely like, make you better. But I mean, like,
Absolutely.
I saw you do apple and cinnamon, and then you on I think like on May Day you posted like the vocal performance of well that's
It's a
that
it's a
song.
long title.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
And
song. Yeah.
then I think you also did God Knows, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like those are good. Like as is. You're good.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Yeah, I think it's like I've been singing, performing, dancing. I can dance in front of people like it's nothing, but like singing, I'm getting better about it, but like the very first time I sang live like by myself, I could barely get like a little squeak out of my voice. And I'm like, I can't do this right now. So it's been a progression where I've like being an idol has really helped with my social anxiety because I did not talk to people like at all really before doing like dance stuff and idol stuff. So I think Ichigo Ro as well, especially, has helped me feel more comfortable singing in person for some reason, even though I don't know, maybe the chemistry of us as like a group, but it makes me a lot more comfortable to sing live. And like at our most recent group performance that we did, I sang live and I was like, I didn't even like have to like speak up because I have a very quiet like singing voice. I was like, I didn't even have to like scream that time. Hell yeah. So it's getting better for sure as it I still got the shakes. I still got the little microphone shakes. I'm still, like it's very scary sometimes, but I'm getting better for sure. Hopefully.
Uh oh, you also talked about like in that video, you also talked about being comfortable enough to do a solo live. Do you
Mm.
think that'll happen next year, this year?
Oh, I mean, maybe not this year because like I do plan on focus on like Ichiguro a lot this year, but absolutely it is my goal to do like a solo idol performance period. Like I know I can handle it. Like sure I might be a little bit nervous, but like I have been like playlist building for this inevitable like solo performance that I'm going to do. It will happen one day. I don't
One
care
day.
if I have to like one day. Most likely next year, if anything. I really wanted to do like a birthday live this year at a convention. It's called MatsuriCon. It's in Ohio at like the end of August, and my birthday is in the very, very beginning of September. So it's like I could do a solo live there, but when I tell you like my plate is so like packed with like events that I'm already doing, I'm like I can't handle that right now. So it will happen. I swear.
Hopefully it will.
Hopefully, hopefully.
uh Being in this scene for quite a long time, and we also have like people we've had like experienced idols watch this show. We've had like debuting idols watch this show. What is like some general advice you would give to idols like watching?
So, I think one of my biggest advices, and I tell my friends this too, is like I feel like a lot of people sometimes do songs that they think will look good to like perform or like to the audience, or they'll be like, the audience might like this song, even though I don't like it that much. I always tell people do songs you love because you love them, not because you like think that people are going to like you more if you do a certain song. So like have fun. Like sometimes people take stuff too seriously, and I understand, we all have to take stuff seriously to a certain degree, but like you have to have fun. Like if you can't be like cringe and free, then like who be free, be cringe. It's okay. Like I swear, like I have done some cringiest on stage. Let me tell you, and it builds character. Like that's part of your work and your journey. It's just don't be scared to be cringe. Like even if like you don't think it's cringe, like don't be scared to just do what makes you happy and just have fun with it. Cringe equals free, as we say. It's cringe is to be free, free is to be cringe. Even if like you're not cringe, even if you're amazing, like just do you and like have fun with it. Because if you're doing stuff for other people, you're not gonna have as much fun as if you're doing it for yourself. Like just have fun, damn it, or like I'll shake you. Like come on, like do what you want to do. Please have fun.
Like
And yeah,
oh, you go first.
no, you're okay. I was gonna read the
Oh.
comment. You're all right.
Sheline says, "Yeah, the experience is completely different when you perform that you're fully into." Yeah, because like
Yeah, absolutely.
I know people do idol a lot, and I feel like people just do idol because it's the most popular thing ever. But like maybe some people don't really like it.
Oh yeah, and I mean, like, even in Ohio, like, people have outdone that song like way too much. I'm like, okay, come on. Like, there are other idol songs, there are other. Please, give us something else. Like, there's something like I wish people would go beyond their knowledge and find new things. Is something that I is like, I know you guys really like Love Live, and I know you really like Project Sekai, so I try to throw like Idolmaster at them, or like OnStars. I don't really like OnStars, but I'm like, you might like it. Yeah, I try to give people like stuff based on like, or like song suggestions based on things that they like. So, like couple people here actually have like done some like recommended stuff that like they did, and that makes me. I'm also a crier, so like when I see something that like, just makes me happy, I fucking cry. Like I see my friends on stage, I fucking cry. Like so, if I can just make somebody, I don't want to say better because like I can't make anybody better. If I can make somebody feel more comfortable on stage and like grow, like help them grow as a person, that makes me really happy, you know? Like I just want to see people flourish and thrive and be cringe and free.
But yeah, going on with that, I guess coinciding with that, what
Mm.
do you want to see more of in the Kaiga idol scene in general, and also in the
Mm.
Midwest?
Oh my gosh, that's hard. I guess we'll start with the Midwest first. I would love to see more standalone events. I've seen like a really big I shouldn't say resurgence because it's new. A coming up of like people doing a lot of like offshoot like concerts and like venues and stuff. And there, I believe like uh, Rapid Steps, I believe is, if anyone in the comments know, the one that just happened in Michigan. They do their own standalone shows in Michigan. And I really wish Ohio had that because mostly it's no, we get like convention performances and it's like, yeah, those are fun, but I would love to see idol based events period here. Like we need more just general idol based things. So, and like the Kaiga idol community as a whole, I think is really great. I don't really have any comments for like the West or East Coast because I'm not there. I don't really know like what the community is like there as much, despite being like mutuals with a lot of people from all over the world. I I don't really have a lot of like wants for the community as a whole because I can't speak for the community as a whole, but like as for Ohio and Midwest, I just want more Hello Project. Only everyone has to perform Hello Project once a month. That's all I'm begging people to do. Not actually, but I I just wish people would do different things sometimes, you know? Like as we were talking about it, like sometimes you get tired of seeing like the same like cosplays or you know like
Same
the same
songs.
songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets tiring after a while. I'm still gonna be up there cheering my ass off and like breaking my arm, like supporting them. But that's another thing. I'm sorry. Um, sometimes like people are very like picky who they want to support, and like I don't know. Me as a person, I just like I want to support everybody, whether like they like me or not. I will still support them, even if people don't like me. I'm like I don't care. I still like you, man. Sorry if it bugs you. So just yeah, I just want to see more original work as well. Like I love original music. I eat that shit up for dinner, for breakfast. But yeah, I want to see more of it, you know?
But yeah, like you talked about standalone events, like idols branching out of the convention circuit is very it's that's something I also want because like
Hmm.
being stuck in like a convention and like yeah that's cool, idols showcases are cool, but like
Hmm.
having something that's focused on the actual idols instead of like being like on the side
Oh
of artist
yeah.
alley or something or like
Oh
a
yeah,
panels.
literally just like in a
Yeah,
hallway somewhere. Yeah.
yeah, like more focus on that would be
Hmm.
good. But like I know it's hard to like organize events like that outside the convention.
Hmm.
So
Yeah. So like it's kind of funny because I'm gonna tell a quick little story. At a convention that Ichigo Ro just performed at, we were setting up for our and like these little nerds like came into the room and like I think they were trying to like keep it to themselves, but we all heard them. They goes, "Oh, it's that idol shit," and they walked away. And I was like, "Hello." So you get a lot of people at conventions that don't understand or like care about it. So it would be nice to have a venue of people that are just there for that and are gonna be like, "Ew." I mean, they might still be like, "Ew," but like they'll still cheer, you know, hopefully.
sea line. I think at one showcase years back I saw three separate groups perform Start Dash. Okay, yes.
Yes.
You
It like
know.
I love Start Dash. Don't get me wrong. I love Love Live so much, but like if I have to see the same goddamn songs over and over, I am 26. I'm almost 27.
You're my
If I
age.
have Yeah, see, so you're not that much older than me, right? Okay, so um, I have listen. I've been a Love Live fan since 2012. Start Dash is it's in my blood. Like if I love performing it, but dear God, if people don't pick a different song, someone is gonna catch these motherfucking cans. I'm telling you, I will get violent.
But yeah, yeah, it gets a little annoying
It
hearing the
does.
same
Mhm,
songs.
mhm. Yep. Like I said, violent. I will get violent.
um, Going back on track.
Mm.
What do you plan on? How long do you plan on, doing idol stuff?
Hopefully until I'm dust. I hope. Like, of course I can't like be an idol forever, but it's always been my goal. Like even when I like can't walk anymore and I'm like a vegetable or whatever. I don't know. I would love to still like host showcases. I would love to be like tech or like audio tech, light tech. Like I would love to help build the community still. So like even like I'm like 50 years old. Yeah, people are gonna be like, "What the fuck is a 50-year-old doing here?" I'm gonna be like, "I love you guys. Like, let me help, please." So yeah, stay on the vegetable idols. But no, I would love to continue to help people grow and like find like their place in the community. So if I can still host showcases and give people a platform to perform, then that's like all I need to make me happy, truth be told. And like with Kaleido Dream, like we host a lot of panels, like we upload covers all the time. So like I feel like I can handle covers for like a while, hopefully, unless I like suddenly can't anymore. So like until I'm dust, I'm doing this stuff. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. So
Um,
forever.
Forever. What do you? I mean, what do you plan on doing after all that? When it's all said and done?
Oh God. I haven't really thought that far. Truth be told, I've always been doing this stuff since I was like 10. I haven't even like considered life after. I mean, hopefully I have like a good career and like that. I don't know. You're making this hard because I'm like, what am I gonna do after? Like now I was planning to do this until you know what? I'll probably I'll be in hell most likely afterwards.
I
I
mean,
like I said, I mean that in a good way.
I mean,
Okay.
same.
I mean, yeah. So I I guess I really haven't thought about that before, honestly, but I would do after. Just continue to help the community grow, I suppose, if I can continue to do that. Like even if I have to like volunteer at conventions or hopefully I'm like rich as hell when I'm older. So like maybe I could like, I could like help like pay for stuff or like, make these off-site like idol conventions or stuff. Where's Pep Talk arrived early this week? I know, right? You're welcome.
uh, yeah. Okay. One last thing.
Mm.
What would the current Mecchamomo, we'll talk about. Well, I should probably ask like how you got your name,
Mm.
but we'll do that later. But like
Okay.
the current Mecchamomo traveled back in time and saw super duper early Mecchamomo about to be on stage, be
God.
it bittersweet or be it like with K-pop or J-pop groups, whatever.
Mm.
What would you tell them? What advice would you tell them?
Oh goodness. Wow. So, gosh, when I was first starting like to do like K-pop and J-pop stuff, I was in like a very bad place for like 6 or 7 years of my life. It was a very rough mental time for me. So I would definitely tell myself, I'm like, honey, it gets better. I swear to God, it gets so much better. You will meet people that actually care about you and people that enjoy your content. So you will make friends, I swear. I promise. So um I would tell them that like sometimes being lonely, it's all right. It's part of life sometimes, but once you have friends and once you build yourself up as a person and you become independent and you know who you are, that helps a lot. So I'm gonna tell that short little fucker, I'm gonna say, you got this, honey. I don't care what you have to say right now. It will get so much better. It will get so much better. Because like there was a time in my old dance group where the leader wouldn't even I wasn't even allowed to listen for like 5 years. That's a weird like thing, yeah. So because of like a past relationship I was in, I wasn't even allowed to listen to J-pop. It was It was bad. So I'm gonna tell that little person being me, I'm gonna be like, one day you will. What? Sorry, I keep reading the comments.
So
Gotta stop. It's my old streamer, like my streamer mind coming out. I'm gonna tell myself that you will have friends who enjoy the same things, and you will not be alone forever. I swear. Even though like I do, it's nice to have other people to do things with. So I would tell myself, I swear you will do better in the future and things will be happy and you will be happy and you will thrive. Yay.
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 I think we have enough time to go into the bonus round.
I really wanted to go into the bonus round.
I forgot to ask like one question, but it also coincides with Hello Project. Mecchamomo. How did you get that handle, stage name, whatever you want to call it?
Okay, so long before I was Mecchamomo, I'll start from the beginning. My Kami Oshi, I think she's back here. Oh yeah, she's right here. Sugunaga Momo, she's from Betty Zukobo and Bon Project. I idolized the shit out of her. I was nothing like her growing up. Like I was like she was my inspiration to. I was like a really big tomboy as a kid. I didn't talk to people. I was very like isolated. I didn't have friends. So like once I discovered like Momoko, I was like this girl is like everything I need. She was like my I prayed to her every single night. Not actually, I should have though. And I really wanted to be more like her. So I kind of adapted the name like Momo into like my life because I loved her so much and I was like she could be a part of me forever. So before I was much a Momo, I actually just went by Momo. Like Peachy Idol Momo was my thing. Thank God because like orange is just not like
No.
red is my color. Red is my color. So originally when I started my solo idol career, I was Peachy Idol Momo. And after a while I'm like I'm white. I can't like really use the name. So I was like I couldn't come up with any like cool name. So I'm like I guess I'll just be Emily. So people just call me Emily now, but the name Mecchamomo itself, like I said, the J-pop gods ascended upon me, and I was listening to Boom Boom Mecha Macho by the Gyaru, and they go Mecha Macho, Mecha Boom Boom. So I was listening to that one time. I was like, what if I just did Mecha and Momo and I put them together, and like so every time like I sing the song, I'm like Mecha, I just do Mecha Momo, and it just stuck. I was like, that's my handle. I don't even care. I was like, I don't even care. Like I don't go by Momo anymore. People still call me that. But yeah, it was just from the song. I was like, I'm just gonna like change some stuff and tweaked it a little bit, and Mecha was born. It's actually funny because like a lot of people who don't know the Japanese language at all still call me Mecchamomo. And like
Mecchamomo, you are a
like
robot.
I'm like like I don't care. Like it doesn't bug me. The amount of times I have to like correct people, like if they ask, like, is that how it's pronounced? I'm like, no, but like it's not a big deal. But like there's two C's, not one C. But I thought that for like April Fools, it'd be really it's just like day and a Transformers song or something like that. I don't know. I'm not very well acquainted with like the mecha like anime scene, so I don't even. I would be a fake fan if I was calling myself. I don't know shit. I know like Macross Frontier and like that's it. Like and that's just because of Olivia. So I don't really do mech stuff. So Mecchamomo
Mecchamomo.
is the winner. And I appreciate obviously you would know like how it's correctly pronounced, but people here are like I don't know what that is. I'm like it's okay, honey. I'm like head pat. I'm like it's all right. Just call me Emily. It's okay.
I think like when I was in Japan, I did like a checky with like a Japanese member and like like very gigantic language barrier. And like I think what was it? Like I wanted to say like it was really hot like in the venue, so I was like mecha. I didn't know how to say hot in Japanese, and like she understood like oh yeah.
I was just like
Going back with Hello Project, what are some recommendations? Some songs that people should listen to. Putting you on the spot here.
Do you know how many songs Hello Project killing me, man? Okay, so oh gosh. You know, I not to like plug myself here. I guess it's kind of the reason I'm here. I have a video on my YouTube that is my top 200 Hello Projects. So like, I literally I cannot list them for you. But if everyone wants recommendations, I have my top 200 songs like on my YouTube. But this also gives me a good time to tell you I love Hello Project so much that I made an entire showcase based on it. So I'm running a showcase in July that's completely Hello Project themed. Like everyone's doing a Hello Project song. Recommendations you could come to that, you know. Or watch my YouTube videos. I don't know, it's up to you.
Top 200. That's not all the songs.
No, listen. Hello Project it's an umbrella of like a company. So there's like lots of groups in it. There's thousand songs. Thousand. I mean, Hello Project's been a thing since. Thank you for that. Thank you. Hello Project's been a thing since like 1998. I'm as like Hello Project, so like there's thousands of songs, honey. Like they're still making songs too. So shame on you for trying to make me pick a song because it was so hard to do my top 200. Oh my god. Just my favorite group is Berries Kobo. So take that with what you will. Berries Kobo is top tier.
Gotcha.
All their songs are so good.
I think I remember like there was a whole thing where people were naming other groups that were on Spotify because like Hello Project was not on Spotify for a long time, and then they did like
talk to me about it.
They did the slow rollout, right? Like this year, last year.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh wow, finally.
They're not even done. They're
Not done?
even like close to done. Not even close. Yeah. Oh, trust me. Don't even get me started because there's a Twitter account that's like, how many days is Hello Project not been on Spotify? And it was up to like 2,000. I'm like, please, just give me the Hello Project. I'm begging you. And they finally did. Like, some of it, but
Some of it.
some of it. I guess it's okay.
All right. So we did recommendations, kind of. Just watch that video on.
I beg you, like, please. There's too many.
Okay. Might as well get into something that really popped off last year, which is J-pop Grinch.
Oh yeah.
In the house, allegedly.
Oh, I should have.
Oh, you should have brought the mask.
Just like I said in my video, that fucking Grinch suit is like, it calls to me like the Green Goblin suit. I swear to God, I'll hear it in my closet, and like Love and Joy will be playing. So, like,
so, to give context to people, you, secretly created an account called J-Pop Grinch where you covered J-pop songs as the Grinch, full costume.
Yeah.
How did that? How did that come to be?
So I am lucky enough to be like my town's mascot person. So I was the Easter Bunny. I've been the Grinch. You know, I've done like all that kind of stuff. And I just like happened to still have the Grinch costume. And like I said, I was just wasting on my closet. It had been like months. And I'm like, I woke up. I'm telling you, this is the third time. The J-pop god descended onto me. And I grabbed it. And I was like, yo, what if the Grinch did like Luca Luca Night Fever or something? So one day I just put the costume on. And I started filming like the Grinch doing J-pop, like J-pop covers. Oh God, not the TikTok. So I just started doing it like on TikTok, and I didn't show my face or anything. I'm like, I'll just see if it blows up, and I uploaded like 3 covers, and I like stopped checking TikTok for like a little bit, and then I opened TikTok one day, and it had like 200,000 views. I'm like, oh my fucking God, this cannot be the thing that like I finally like blow up for. Like, this cannot be it. I was very happy though, because like I started just posting a bunch more. People were like, yes, Grinch slay, and I'm like, I felt good in my bones. Like, it's actually really funny because one of the Kade members, Kaleido Dream, sorry, Kade for short, sent my TikTok in the group, not knowing it was even me, and they're like, yo, this gives Emily energy. And I was like, are you kidding me right now? I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? They're like, this is so you. And I'm like, it is so me. Like, what are you talking? It's literally me. She was like, oh my God, I had no idea. So not even people in my own group like knew, but there were a couple times people would be like, Emily, is that you? Because I guess that only I would do Grinch does J-pop, really. So yeah, I just put on the suit one day, and I don't know, something came over me. You know, it's like the mask. It's like that movie. I just become the Grinch, not actually like I'm actually nothing like the Grinch. So I was like, if I just pretend that I'm the Grinch doing J-pop dances, fine. Yeah, that'll be fine. So yeah, that was a fun part of my life. But the Grinch is on hiatus right now. It's back around, so you might see his return like in winter, maybe, maybe.
Cause I guess I'll tell like chat. I knew. Well, I discovered Mecchamomo, I think, prior to the J-pop Grinch stuff,
Really
from
hope so.
from their cover of Phantom Shita. I wanna. What is it? I wanna choo choo choo.
Batsu,
Batsu, batsu, batsu, batsu.
batsu.
So you did a cover of that on TikTok. I was like, cool, I'll follow. And then I discovered you're also a Kaiga idol. I'm like, cool,
Yay.
I'll follow everywhere. And then I think
Secret project.
and then I think like couple weeks later, like the J-pop Grinch stuff like started to pop off, and I was like, is that the same person?
That's crazy that like it was probably because it was the same like room.
Same
So you're
backdrop,
probably
yeah.
yeah. Some people didn't put that together. Like I had even idol dream that same background, and people in my dance group were like, "Oh, that's you." I'm like, I swear to God, y'all are fake friends. You don't even know my backdrops, man.
And then you revealed like days before TikTok was supposed to die. It didn't.
Yeah, I
It
thought
was-
TikTok was gonna die, so I was like, I guess I'll tell him who I was, and then it didn't die, and I'm like, shit. Now I told everyone. Hopefully they'll forget. So
I mean, like, time will pass. Time will
Yeah,
pass
yeah.
in like 6 months.
Everyone-
and start doing it
everyone
again.
who's followed that account will completely forget that it was me. Like by the time if I start posting again in the winter, I'll do a little hairflip. I was so popular. I had a copycat.
What?
I don't know. I had a copycat. Actually, there was somebody else who started doing Grinch covers J-pop, and I was like, I was like, hell no.
That's
So
my
this
brand.
this was my thing, and I wasn't really that mad about it. I actually like messaged that. I was like, hey, do you want to like do a collab? And they had never like fathomed. Yes, that's what I'm sorry. That's what I'm saying. No one else has ever done that, and of course I do it, and someone's like, I'm gonna do that. So I did it better, just saying. But I was like, do you want to collab? And they're like, sure. So they actually like didn't really know J-pop like at all. They just did like Project Sekai dances, and that's all I knew. And so we ended up doing Rasputin from Just
From
Dance.
Just Dance?
Just
Yeah.
Dance. That was our collab. So yeah, that's how you know when you've made it, when you have a copycat. So I did that. Everyone, this is the OG J-pop Grinch right here. But yeah, our collab is actually on that TikTok as well. I think they wore like a Miku wig, like to try to differentiate themselves. And I'm like, it doesn't, no, that's not enough. That's not enough.
Well, I'm hopeful for J-pop Grinch to come back, and hopefully people will forget that you just unmasked, and then you know, what?
Yeah,
all right,
they'll-
you know what, just put it back on. It's fine. It's fine.
Hopefully. Either way, I don't really care. I guess it's just part of my branding now. It's part of my lore. I should go to an idol showcase as the Grinch's J-pop.
Yeah.
I've thought
yeah.
about it.
Christmas. Oh my God, Christmas cons. Just that'll be a hit.
That's gonna be so fucking hot, man.
I don't know. Maybe it'll be cold outside. Gotta warm up.
Oh, that's true. Like because I wouldn't wear like makeup under the thing or anything. When I tell you, like my whole body, and like I told you, I used to never sweat. I have like this. I hate sweating. It's just like it's icky. I would be drenched in it, like, and I would every time after I would be done filming Grinch covers, I'd have to go like stand in the shower for like an hour. I'm like, I feel so gross, but it's so worth it.
Well, yeah, I'd say it's worth it.
Hopefully, I didn't like just turn my idol career into something that it shouldn't have been. But I can say that I have done something that no one else has done, and I'm proud of that.
Yeah. Very much unique.
For sure.
Might as well cap this interview off with.
Before I keep yapping.
I mean, I think we've gone through mostly all of the questions here. Oh, yeah. And then, most of the meat and potatoes. Might as well cap it off here with the worst segment ever that we always do, that capstones every single episode for some reason, called the worst pep talk ever. Oh my God.
Jeez.
Where I give the guest, you, a pep talk for 1 minute. So,
Okay,
Let's-
I'm ready.
let's do this. I might as well just
Okay.
start the timer.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. 1 minute. Mecchamomo, aka Emily. You should sing more. I actually really love your singing voice, and I'm really hopeful that you will do more original songs, and hopefully more performances with Ichigo Ro will have you singing more, and hopefully that will be posted on the YouTube channel. I really love your dance covers. You're probably one of the better, one of the eye-catching like dancers that I've seen. Then again, I haven't seen a lot, but like, you know.
Thanks.
But being like new into the odorite scene, like, you know, you're great. I love the like the clips that you post on Instagram, and then and then J-pop cringe. That was cool too. Honestly, I'm hopeful that you will do really good in the upcoming years when you're 50 and organizing idol showcases, or just being with Ichigo Ro, see, or being solo, whatever you want to do. I am really, I just want to see you perform more, and hopefully, maybe I will see you perform live in person in real life. I don't know. Hopefully,
Yes.
and yeah, you're great. You're awesome. But I don't know what else to say.
I got those last couple seconds.
Minute 38. But yeah.
Yay! Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna do a lot. Hopefully. Me and the Grinch are gonna pair up, and we're gonna do a lot.
You haven't seen the Grinch or you in the same room.
Oh my God, you're right.
But yeah, thank you, Mecchamomo,
Thank you.
for
Thank
being
you.
on the show and accepting this invitation.
Wow.
It was
I'm so happy to be here.
it's great to like get to know more about the Ohio scene and also the Midwest scene, and also about Ichigo Ro and
Yay.
Bittersweet. So yeah, you can follow Mecchamomo. Actually, wait, one more thing. Do you have like any upcoming
Yes.
performances, like, you know, in the next couple months that you want to talk about?
August, will be my next time performing. Actually, my Kaleido Dream, my dance group, we're going to be in an online showcase next month, and then Ichigo Ro will be doing at Matsuri-con. We'll be doing potentially our own like show, as well as we're going to be doing a showcase. I also judge the dance competition at this convention, so I'll be judging the dance competition. I'll be in other showcases. So, like, if you like Ohio conventions, or if you've never been to Ohio convention, Matsuri-con is the best one to go to. So, like, either come see me, or I might like shank you.
Yeah, go.
See, it gets violent a little bit. Yeah,
If you're in-
Ichigo Ro.
If you're in the Ohio area,
I'll find
go.
you.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can follow Mecchamomo here. I might as well just post a link tree. There is the Instagram, there is the YouTube, there is the
I believe
TikTok.
my Twitch is on there. Sometimes I stream on Twitch too. But,
Follow
like,
them on Twitch too. Follow them on MySpace. Follow them on LinkedIn.
I never even had a MySpace, man.
My brother had one. I think like I would have started on Facebook. Yeah.
Yep.
But
See, we're in that era where we're on Facebook. Yeah. No, I said I'll find you. I will.
Yeah. Ultima Gunblade. But that's gonna be it for this episode. Next week, I have no idea who I'm gonna ask to be on.
The Grinch.
The Grinch. But I will make an announcement on Monday. I'm gonna start like a little form for people to fill out, and if they want to be on Idolize, then they can be on Idolize. But that'll be on Monday. Other than that, maybe there's gonna be a new episode next week. Maybe not. If you missed anything from this episode, you can watch the VOD. That'll be uploaded tomorrow. Yeah. That's on YouTube. YouTube.com/@idolize101. That's all.
Bookmark it.
Bookmark it. That'll probably come out 3 p.m. 3 p.m. EST tomorrow. But that'll be it for now. Take care. Brush your hair.
Bye-bye.
Be kind. Rewind. follow Mecchamomo, support Mecchamomo, or else. And we will go to the ending screen if I can find it. Bye bye. Ba 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 ba.